So what is it that you really want in your life? This is your opportunity to dream up all those inspiring what-ifs you may have shelved, thinking they were too far-fetched or too hard. It's your opportunity to think big and outside your current spectrum of what is possible. Understanding what you want out of life is your future pull, that tug you feel within your heart and the fire you feel within your belly that maintains your momentum, drive and excitement. This is the big why in your life. It's the juice and the passion. It's why you get up in the morning and do what you do. Too often we will say to our friends and those we love that we crave something more, that there has to be more to life than the job we are in and the lifestyle we have currently built for ourselves. We will say how unsatisfied we are and how disappointed that life hasn't turned out the way we expected. But did we ever take the time to identify and write down those expectations? Did we ever give ourselves that clear direction? A computer program is only as good as the code it is written in, and so it is in our life. What we achieve and the fulfillment we feel is only as good as the code or the vision we have for ourselves. So this section is about rising above the mundane and daring to dream a life so magnificent for ourselves that we can't wait to start each day, knowing it will be filled with purpose and substance. So let's take a look around the wheel of life. There are 8 segments, and each one reflects a particular area of your life. Career. This relates to what kind of work you want to be in. It doesn't matter if it's completely different to where you are now. This is your ultimate dream. When I was working for a company that I really didn't like, in a job that I really couldn't stand, I sought out a life coach who took me through this process. He told me to write down exactly how I wanted my life to be in 5 years' time. So I did. I dreamed big. I scoffed at myself as I was writing, thinking how on earth is this going to happen? But I did it. And as I wrote it and read it, which I did every day, multiple times a day, it was exciting. There was a flicker of passion that came with this dream, and I loved that feeling. Just being able to indulge in that fantasy for a few minutes every day. I still have that bit of paper, and it still amazes me to this day. The very first sentence that I wrote in 2009 was, "It is now March 2014. I own a health and wellbeing centre with professional alternative health practitioners. I'm running workshops in custom-built premises," and it goes on. Not 18 months later, it certainly didn't take 5 years, I was signing the lease of my health and wellbeing centre, complete with 15 alternative health practitioners and custom-built space for workshops. I'm now experiencing a completely different career from where I used to be. So don't be afraid of just putting it out there. Wealth. What is your ideal scenario for your finances? Do you want investment properties? A particular amount in your bank account? Multiple streams of income? Passive income? Paint the picture of your ideal wealth situation. Friends and family. What is it that you want for your social life? Do you want to spend more time with friends and family? Do you want to holiday with them more? Think about what it would take to make these your ideal scenarios. Romance. What is it that you ache for? Would you like more romance in your life? Date nights? Weekends away? If your life was filled with romance, how would that look for you? Fun and recreation. Do you spend enough time on those things you love? Those creative endeavours that fill your time with joy? Would you like to invite more of this into your life? Take the time to think how you would do this. Spirituality and personal growth. If you were to make a commitment to yourself in this area, what would that look like? Would you give yourself the time to attend more seminars? Would you learn something new? Would you indulge yourself in taking the time to read more? Would you allow yourself the time to travel, visit new places, perhaps spend more time in nature? Health. What would your life look like if you were full of vitality and zest? What would you commit to in order to live at your highest level? Physical environment. This is our home and how we feel within it. Do your surroundings reflect you as a person? Do you love coming home every day into your space? What would be your ideal? Perhaps living by the beach or a treehouse in the rainforest. Paint the picture. Our mind really is like a big computer. It doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. I firmly believe that if you can dream it, your mind can bring it into being. It is up to us to program it right from the beginning, because the results you get in your life reflect your programming. If you have programmed your mind with scenes of your future life, that is what will be reflected in your world. If you have programmed your mind with images of success, achievement, and happiness, this is what will be reflected. So what does your heart whisper to you? What is it that your soul aches for? What do you want to be remembered for on this beautiful planet of ours? Who do you want to be? Open yourself up to these questions and allow yourself the silence to hear your soul whisper the answers. This exercise is not about being precise or trying to figure out the how. It is purely about the dream, your deepest desire for your life across all 8 segments. Remember, what you focus on is what you get. Choose to focus on what it is you want in your life, not what you don't want. When you have spent some time in contemplation about your ideal life, complete the exercise that goes with this module. And remember, people overestimate what they can achieve in a day and underestimate what they can achieve in a lifetime.